After watching this video, we guarantee that you will be able to explain the demand curve in the form QD is equal to A minus B times B. You will be able to plot a demand curve from a linear function. You will be able to identify the slope of the demand curve as the slope of the demand function in the equation. You will be able to outline how a change in the variable A affects the demand curve and outline how a change in the variable B affects the demand curve.
What is demand? The law of demand is pretty simple. It states that when price increases, demand decreases. At the same time, it states that when price decreases, demand increases. This all relates to the Latin word ceteris paribus, which means that all variables are constant while we examine how different prices change demand.
This is what a typical demand curve will look like. This is an inverse relationship because as price goes up, the quantity demand goes down, and as price goes down, quantity demand goes up.
Okay, so this is what a typical demand function looks like. QD equals to A minus B P. Okay, so QD means quantity demanded. A is the amount of demand when price is 0. B represents the amount demanded when there is a change in price. And negative B could also be referred to as the slope. P is the price of one single item. Is it good?
Let's take the demand for Jordan sneakers as an example. This can be represented in the function QD is equal to 1000 minus 2P, where 1000 is the autonomous level, which means that at the price point 0 there will be 1000 sneakers, Jordan sneakers demanded. Though this can change if the determinants of demand change for this brand, and the negative 2 is the slope of the graph. If the price of Adidas sneakers rises, which is the substitute for Jordan sneakers, consumers will demand more Jordan sneakers regardless of the price, and the value of A will increase.
The price of a sneaker is $50, and that means that the quantity demanded is equal to 1000 minus 2 times 50, which is equal to 1000 minus 100, and therefore that's equal. The quantity demand is equal to 900. So at the low price of $50, there was a high quantity demanded of 900. So to further test the law of demand, let's assume the price of a sneaker is $400, and therefore the quantity demanded is equal to 1000 minus 2 times 400, which is equal to 1000 minus 800, and that means that the quantity demanded is 200. This proves how this proves the inverse relationship of price and quantity, where price goes up and quantity demanded goes down, and price goes down and quantity demanded goes up. And in the following table, you will see the possible prices of sneakers with the according quantity demanded while using the following equation.
If any of the determinants of demand change, that means that the A value and the demand function will change as well, meaning that the demand curve will either shift inwards or outwards. Let's go back to talking about the Adidas versus Jordan example. If prices for Adidas shoes rise, then the demand for Jordan shoes will rise as well. This can be written in this function. Quantity demanded equal 1200 minus 2P. Notice how the A value changed, but the negative 2P remained. That is because the slope on the old demand curve will remain the same for the slope on the new demand curve. Is that right?
coefficient B will change the steepness of the demand curve. Let's assume that customers become less responsive to the change of price of Jordan sneakers. Instead of demanding 2 fewer pairs, they will start demanding 1 fewer pair, which changes the B value from 2 to 1, making the new formula 1000 minus P.
Thank you for watching, and remember, the best way to learn is from the dream.